Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is my God Hand hard mode, no damage fun run. This is stage 5-9, Elvis's Graceland. And this is the video where I tell you just how much I hate fighting Demon Elvis. So I think this boss is utter dog shit. And I think it's utter dog shit for two reasons. The first is that fundamentally it's not a God Hand fight. This is not about interrupting his attacks, getting launchers off of counter hits. This is about wailing on something until you stun it to do boring pummels until the end of a massive life bar is finished. And that's it. There's nothing exciting, there's nothing interesting. It is a colossal waste of time and creative effort on a fight that could have been considerably better. The second reason I hate it is because he has that stupid double punch combo that's way too fast. There is no reason for that double punch combo. Elvis has all these moves that you can counter in really good ways and keep in the pocket. That double punch combo, that just then, is so incredibly fast that if you commit to being too aggressive, it comes out of nowhere and it ruins all momentum. This is annoying too, because it's a flame attack that's essentially an area of denial, but it's got a massively weird hitbox where you can kinda move into it while it's still there and take no damage. It's like the hitbox is only there at the beginning and then it's gone at the end. It's super preposterous, but what I wanted to happen in this video was I wanted him to do the sweeping combo. The sweep combo is beautiful because you can duck the first hit, and then you can counter hit the second hit and do incredible damage. It builds a great stun, it ends the fight much quicker. But you cannot control this boss. He does what he wants. So I decided to lead with just single hits, and you'll notice the first hit of my combo is max speed jab, the second hit of my combo is elbow vortex, so I'm doing as many hits as I can working towards the stun, because there's nothing really much more interesting you can do here, and it just goes on for so long. And I really truly do love God Hand, but I don't love this at all. Nothing about this to me is exciting or interesting. When fighting a group of enemies is more interesting than your boss fights, you fundamentally failed on your boss fights, and God Hand has a huge space to fill there because fighting the enemies is so fun. So the boss fights had to be incredible, and there are some incredible fights in this game, but this is just not one of them. And it's just not fun. Like, I don't mind Shannon so much, even though she still suffers from a lot of the things this fight suffers from, and I don't mind the Fly Dude so much, but it's still, I believe it's wasted effort in a game that really could have done it better. And I can appreciate, you know, the kind of critique that was lucky there, the barrel cock blocked me, I could have died, or got hit, which is the same thing. But like, these are giant, huge, infernal demons. Gene shouldn't be knocking them around like the, you know, lanky knife throwers. I get that critique. But at the same time, he has the God Hand. The God Hand is incredible power. You know, it's absolute power. It's what it's all about. It could have still been great. Like, can you imagine if we were fighting throughout this entire chapel, knocking each other through walls, through roofs, and just going everywhere with crazy transitions? It might have been completely against the game, but it could have been interesting. There could have been so many ways to do it. One of the ways I would have liked is these fireballs. Imagine if you could counter hit those fireballs back at him and it stunned him. Maybe it's not just one, maybe 2 hits and it stuns. But just something to let me feel like I'm playing God Hand when I'm looking for openings to get great damage potential, rather than just mashing square and backflipping. Because anybody can mash square and backflip, and it's boring. And I wanted to do really creative things with this fight, and it just turns out his HP is so big, I just couldn't. So in the end, you get this 4-minute shitfest that is just not interesting at all. Like, the most interesting part's this, because when it turns off the God Hand, it knocks him away, and I thought that looked awesome. I didn't mean to do it, but there you go. Like, when you have more fun knocking around the dead body of your boss than the actual boss, maybe you should have rethought how that boss works, because that is just a brick wall of fundamental arbitrary mechanics that do not in any way make this a better game.